Hey guys, this is Kristan,
Ryan Tenorio.
and we're back. Our second episode officially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we've decided that this show is going to be all about love
And relationships.
and relationships.
Or maybe the absence of love sometimes, you know.
So could it be love, relationships, and sex?
I don't
and
mind
dating.
talking about sex and dating. I
Yeah.
like to talk about sex and dating.
All right.
My mom's gonna watch this. Oh.
Okay, so but this isn't the only episode. So for every episode, the topic is going to always revolve around love, relationships,
And
sex, and dating.
Yes.
All right. So
Why not?
So for the first episode regarding this very specific topic, Brian, what do you want to talk about today?
Well, this is I think the most Googleable thing people Google for when online. I really check the data. How to know if someone likes you.
Are you really saying that this is
It's one
according
of the
to
most
Google,
Googleable things.
like all time?
For relationships and dating.
Okay, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you
to know if someone likes you or loves you? Parang ganon.
Okay. Now, what I think though is that it is not gender neutral.
Yeah, it's all gender, in the sense that I can take a perspective of LGBT, and then I can give that insight, and then for maybe somehow represent women, how they feel about it, because I
Right.
get asked all the time.
Right. But what I mean is that the
Oh, you
signs
mean.
that you're talking about,
The objects of desire.
it differs depending on the gender as well. There are signs that are different per gender. And then there's also that are gender neutral signs.
Yes.
Right.
Which is like applicable for a lot of men and women.
So let's start with that. I'm actually curious what Brian came up with this list.
I gave it a definitive list. You know, it's very good. You know,
Normally, because
because I like reading these things.
when you talk about science, and I've seen some of these articles because I've actually Googled it as well for my own curiosity. It's only usually about like 8, 10, 12 at the most. Brian has a list of 64 signs.
64.
So now,
Some of these things I made myself.
really?
It's not
Okay.
research.
Okay, so
It's experience. Oh my
From
God, these
experience.
people are gonna know these things.
I'm gonna be the guy that's gonna just either agree or disagree or see the truth behind it and see if there are false positives, true positives, false negatives, true negatives. You guys get what that
Yeah.
means, right? That's pretty self-explanatory.
Because there's a bias When people remember something, they think of it for the better for themselves
yeah, and
So maybe it's not true.
but what I think sometimes is that with regards to all these signs that people are writing about and posting online, it could also be a self-fulfilling sign, wherein
Wow, that's a great insight.
because if you think about it, girls are reading how do I know if a guy likes me, right? But they're also reading does a guy know if a girl likes
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
So they're reading up and saying, oh, so if I touch my hair, the guy knows that I like
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Diba?
But you know, the other thing is, the more in love you are, the more lovable you are. When you're at the verge of being with someone, you just become more attractive to other people.
Let's go over the signs.
All right.
Okay, so what's the first one on your list?
Wait. Also, I think your perspective is different from mine. So
Yes.
I'd like to say now we can discuss these things, like what Chris said. There's false positives, false negatives. The first one on the list is they mirror you.
Well, that's an obvious one, I think, isn't it?
But you know, I've had guys mirror me. Well, I think they like me. But there are times when I'm positioned specifically like this, and this guy in front of me does the same thing, and I don't like him, and I think he likes me. So I change my position because I just want to make him feel like.
So you do that because you don't want him to mirror you.
I don't want him to think we're the same
Okay. So
because I'm nice.
for me, it's different, naman. So I do that mirroring. So what I will do is if I notice the girl is mirroring me, I will test if she's really mirroring
Yeah,
me.
oo.
So if I'm doing this, I would actually do this and watch her. And if she follows, I'd be like, wow, she's actually following subconsciously. So if a girl mirrors me more than 3 or 4 movements and postures, that's
You know she likes you.
yeah.
Wait, let me think.
But then again, that's subconscious, So that's why my perception is based on your list is that when they mirror you, they like you.
Subconsciously.
Or let me clarify. We're talking about like in terms of like romantic like or just general like.
Well, on the spectrum, you're on your way somehow. I mean, at
Somehow.
least you're not moving out or moving away from someone.
Sure. So this could just doesn't mean that the person likes you more than a friend. This could just mean that they like you as a person.
Oh, so many people have broken hearts when you said that. Yeah,
I
that's
know,
true.
but it's true because I don't want people to make too many assumptions, especially for the women watching. Because I think sometimes women
And men.
Yeah, but the women sometimes tend to read too much into things.
Could be.
I think more than men. I think women tend to read too much into things. Or am I being sexist when I do that? I'm not trying to be sexist.
I don't know women experience as much to know that, but it feels like that.
I think they do just because of the fact that women do read more on these things. Like you said, they tend to analyze things, overanalyze. So when a guy is mirroring you, it doesn't necessarily mean that he likes you more than a friend. Or when anyone is mirroring you, it just means that at least you know that they're not, you know,
They're not interested to know you at least.
at least they're enjoying the conversation and they're into it.
I have a small technique. I learned this. So if lip balm is very you gotta think about putting lip balm. It's not something you do unconsciously. So I've done it in front of someone. In a second, he took out his lip, which I thought was adorable. But bahala siya.
Okay. Sige, next.
Their feet are always pointed towards you.
Yeah.
Which is a bit, I never could, everyone says that. A lot of psychologists say that. So baka totoo. But I can't imagine how my feet are when I'm with someone.
Yeah, but I think, that's, for some reason, I think that applies to the sign of a woman liking you,
But not men, no?
not men. Why? Kasi women are, I think, more expressive in their posture than men are. I don't know if women are doing this unconsciously or consciously, but you can't see our feet, but when they point their feet, it's a very sharp movement of the feet versus men who are just normally just seated, and they don't make this intentional like movement of the feet. Where women, it's like they cross their legs towards you.
I cross my legs towards someone I like. Making sure he knows that is, you know what? It's
Sure.
like we're like five on the table. My feet are just on my legs.
You're consciously doing it.
Of course.
See, so
Because I know
but,
the signs.
But this is yeah, exactly. So what I was saying about like if you know the signs, then you're gonna do it,
Why
and you're
not?
hoping that the person knows the signs or read up on it.
They always know.
They just pretend they've never read it,
No,
right?
no, no,
Read it,
no,
right?
no,
But
no, no.
okay, so but yeah, I don't know if it really applies all the time, especially for
Maybe
guys.
not. I'm
For
not sure.
guys,
I don't. Sometimes I'm not conscious about where my legs are.
right?
Or my feet. Sorry, not
but
legs.
but
not
sub-
legs.
right? But subconsciously, it does apply naman to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you're just engaged in the conversation.
Or their front is towards you. Siguro where the knees are pointed.
So
you know, like,
so yeah, for me kasi that only means for me that they're engaged.
yeah.
That they want to engage with you, not necessarily like you, but it is a sign. But I'm just
You're
saying,
on your way. I mean,
yeah,
that's what it is.
but they're at least you're engaging them, and they're willing to engage with you. That's as far as I got with the feet pointing. So, but when a woman's feet are pointing and they're the other one, I'm sure it's on your list. I'm about to jump, guy, is when their bodies pointed towards you or leaning towards you.
I have been to a dinner with someone years back when we were seated next to each other and there were like seats in front of us.
Right.
But he was just like that at me the whole time.
Is
Which I
he-
thought was cute.
But is he gay or is he straight?
He's gay.
He's gay. Okay. Well, okay. So
It felt like a date. I think it was a
because
date.
I'm trying to figure out, Brian, if a gay guy would is that the right term or am I politically
Gay guy
incorrect?
is good.
Okay, if a gay guy actually thinks more like a woman or a man.
We can't say, but they can think however they are. They do.
Okay, but I mean subconsciously.
I guess we're just in touch with both things about us.
So the way they express interest could be how a girl would express interest or how a guy would express interest.
Sometimes I would have insight on both.
Okay. So it could happen that way.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think I can say that.
So for a guy kasi, when their body is pointed towards the girl naman, for example, See, I don't know how it is for a gay guy. That's why I'm saying for a
Sige,
girl.
sige, ikaw muna for
So
guys.
when a guy points their body towards a girl, it's not subconscious eh.
Wow! Oh my God! So
It
a
is.
girl,
It's very conscious.
so a girl, if they see that, yun na yun eh.
Yes, when a guy literally does this or leans over to a girl,
I think leaning is
it's a
strong.
very
Oh my
it's
God.
the guy is literally trying to tell you straight out consciously and intentionally trying to let the girl know that hey, I'm very interested,
Or
right?
sexually interested.
Interested, sure. Okay, sige, go. So
They find excuses to touch.
okay,
I've noticed this about myself. Yes.
I think this one applies to all genders.
Yes. If I like someone, I'm like, you're so funny.
Oh, a girl is. I don't know if girls know they do this when they're like.
Of course they
punching
do
a
that.
guy.
I think they do that. I think they know.
I don't think they know.
But you know, ako, I know when
I
I
don't
did it.
think.
When I started doing it, I didn't notice. But lately, I'm like, when I read this, parang, oh my God, I do like tap when I laugh. Or like, ano ba?
Yeah.
Or, you know.
Okay. Ako, my problem is I'm fairly aware. Like when I'm with someone, I'm actually very aware of the situation that will notice these things.
Yes.
That's being done to me, and when I do it, I'm very conscious about it. I'm actually very intentional about it.
Why not?
But the thing is, for a few people, it's very subconscious.
Even better.
Diba? Right, even better for you because you're conscious and you know.
And there's subconscious, gano'n, hindi ko nakakarinig yan kasi subconscious na yan eh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is funny. This is on
But I
video.
see what you're trying to say is that when you're very conscious about what's happening and the person you're with is not, then you're in a very powerful position to be able to manipulate the situation any way you want.
But it's not your fault that you're conscious and the person's not.
It's not your fault. No, not at all. And
So why don't do the things you want to do? That's
So,
nice.
right,
These
so-
are nice things. These
so-
are not bad things. Oh.
you're right. And so what I would do is like when I'm in that situation, I will intentionally touch the girl.
I think you can.
I will make intentional, and then you will know naman if the girl is okay with it or not. So you start with the bumps, and then the slight, and then if she's not reacting, then you kind
Also,
of
if you're watching a movie tapos nagtatouch ng matagal, di niya ginagano.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Pero I'll tell you what she's thinking already.
What?
She's thinking, oh God, wow, okay, when's he gonna hold my hand?
Really?
Oh yeah, it's
Wait, I have a question. If they're like that, kunyari,
Like
sinihan,
this,
so they don't move.
Yeah,
So that means they're okay.
Yeah, then you can just kind of like, then a guy, if okay, guys, this is a tip, when a girl doesn't move, just assertively hold her hand.
In the movie house?
Yes,
Oh my God.
kasi that's already a sign that she's okay with the hand. Because if she's not okay with it, she'll move a little bit off. But if she doesn't move, then just assertively and confidently hold her hand. All right, you're fine. Trust me on this one.
Well, already you're in the movie house together, so she probably will like you.
You really think? Okay, hold on. So we're gonna jump to that
That's
one.
gonna
ano?
be
And is that
I'm gonna
on your
add that
list?
on the list.
Is
Watch
that
a movie together.
if a girl agrees to watch a movie with a guy, does that necessarily mean that the girl is interested in the guy?
I think what's cute is if a person watches a movie he or she does not care about with you, even for a second chance. Like I've seen this movie again, but I don't mind watching it again with you just so you have some company. I think that's sweet.
But does it not necessarily mean you like the person
That
more
means you
than a
like the
friend?
person's company. But watch a movie twice with someone means you kind of like them. They like their company. No, I won't do that for company.
Okay, kasi like Brian, here's my problem. I've done that.
For company.
Yeah, because no, but like people, like maybe a friend of mine, girl said to me, "Can we watch a movie? I want to watch this." I would say, "Oh, I'll go with you." Just
Because that's a personal favor someone asked of you.
yeah, or maybe I really like the movie that much.
Oh, that's true. Although some guy years back sat through a really bad movie. He slept throughout, but it was cute because he was there.
Okay, he
And
likes
he's like,
you.
why do you want to watch this movie? It's trash. No, because it's the top grossing movie. But that was cute.
So he likes you.
Well, we're not friends anymore.